twisting hard where the shadows lie. Grip the handle, feel the engines roar. Freedom ain't a dream, it's the open door. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the change and let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed gold.
Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantle, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime. Well, it's great to be back in the saddle again with coverage of season number 2 of the NASRA Florida Cabinet Distributors Cup Series. After a little bit of a few weeks off, about a month hiatus, we are back and ready to roll here at the Monster Mile. That is the Dover Motor Speedway. Welcome to our coverage. It is the 213simware.com 150. I'm Wesley Outland, Beaglestein Hopton on production, but also on color commentary, and we welcome you to the Monster Mile, the mile racetrack that is Dover Motor Speedway. Let's take a look at the starting lineup as these drivers have finished qualifying, and we are about ready to go racing. Trevor Williams and Tristan Bruce will make up the front row. By the way, the stage information is posted below for the race information, race details for the 150 lapper. Sean Garrett, Drew Ballesteros will make up row number 2. Josh Rodriguez for Nighthawk. Taz driver Ryan Johnson, row 3. Roger Diebold, Jeff Burke on row 4. Randy Nichols, Anthony Harden will make up row 5. And Dean, Jackson Wade, and Justin Clapper make up row number 6 in your top 12.
That's right, turning the page there, we got Matt Garnett there with Dean Galliano, with alongside him Bo Condon and Robert Walton with Mr. Bo Tiffany in the 17th place with 8 Shane Schrotter. Buzzy, Mongold there, and Tony Burlington. Matt Cherry, Chase Albright, the Double B, Brandon Broadfoot, and Jason Cornier.
Rest of the lineup there will find Jonathan Cofield, Jeffrey Johnson, Andrew Alzewski, Ben Scanlon, Joshua Suss, and Kevin Edwards make up your top 30. Cody Knott in the back, along with Peyton Johnson, Brandon New, Dan Hagan for Warrior, Matt Hudgens, Huck Wigginton starts in the number 36 position, and Steven Lachinsky will be in the back for tonight's race. There you go. Race details posted below on the bottom right. As the field will be ready to go here in just a moment for the Cup Series. Good to be back at it again. It's been a while here for you the last couple of weeks being off.
Yeah, just speaking. Justin's got to pop in for a quick second. Justin, you got any words for the Brave Souls tonight?
Nope. I just appreciate the viewers for giving us this 3-week break that I desperately needed to kind of get things reset and kind of focused in on some personal items. I got those solved. And we're back at racing here at Dover, and just an FYI, both stages will be under green. We will not have any stage cautions tonight. So your stages are 30 and 75, and we will stay under green for both. So this is an old school traditional race. Hopefully we'll stay green from we'll stay, green from the drop of the green to the checkered flag tonight.
There you go. So again, there's a look at the weather conditions. And obviously, as we mentioned, the stages will stay under green flag at the end of stage 1. Stage points will be up for grabs. However, if they race to the end of the stage, we go green flag into the next stage. Well, there it is. There's a look at the playoff point standings. Remember, if you got a lock, you automatically punch your ticket in. Randy Nichols, Matt Cherry, Kevin Edwards have done that. Been off for about a good 3 or 4 weeks, but it's good to be back. We're ready to roll on the 213simware.com 150 here tonight at Dover. There's a look at the NASRA Cup Series team standings. Gundog in the lead, but not by much. Blue Lights Racing trailing by only 18. Mid-Pack Motorsports only 24 back. Obviously, there's a championship for the drivers and for the team, just like Cup Series does in real life. All right, pace car is in. Here comes the field, working off a turn number 4. Miles the Munster, ready to churn him loose. Dover, you have a race. We're green flag.
We'll see how they go there, Wesley. Build up the speed. Don't do anything too crazy too yet soon. On that one this race.
Such sweet thunder as they have already completed lap number 1, coming off of turn 4, storming to the line. Put 1 lap in. It's Tristan Bruce leading in the 23. Trevor Williams right behind them. Look at that battle now with Ballesteros. Garrett, a Daytona pole winner in the Budweiser number 8. And Ryan Johnson, this battle going on as they size each other up going to 3 and 4 in the early going off 4.
Slow and steady wins the race, they say sometimes. Unfortunately, it's a motor race, so slow and steady is not always going to work. But remember, you're going to go to lap 30 for your stage 1 to get yourself a better points. That'll go by pretty quickly, I'd imagine, here on the Magic Mile that you'd mentioned there, Wesley. But no cautions under stage breaks, so it'll only be if these drivers have to get into each other, which at the moment they've got a couple of drivers battling. So far, so good.
Yeah, patience key right now as they work across the line. Tristan Bruce still in that top spot right now in the number 23, and there you're on board now with Jeff Burke. Jeff Burke, the reigning defending champion. And the number 60 Chevrolet now as they work off 4. Everybody doing a pretty good job right now in the early going here at Dover, just kind of getting in line, knocking off laps. We're already putting 5 on the board this time by.
On top of it, this is bumpy, this track was. I didn't realize how bumpy it was. Somebody needs to get out there and grade it all down there and resurface it properly, because that's going to be a bit of a backbreaker there. Shake you around a bit, especially if you've got some of those these seat belts that you can actually get and that simulate the G-forces, so it pushes you back under braking and tightens in the corners. Fancy devices that you can get for iRacing.
By the way, tonight is round number 5 of the series. These drivers are occupying the Gen 6 car. The Gen 6 car is what they're using. 100% fuel capacity, 3 sets of tires. It's the 3 sets plus the 1 in the pits. All that's going on there is just everybody working their way again off of turn 4. Put another lap on the board, but Bruce still continuing to lead. Look at now the battle happening with the Garrett family. Garrett now 3rd. Garrett cracking into the top 10 as well. That's the dad, Matthew, as we see now Johnson battling with Ballesteros losing ground as they thunder off turn 4.
Yeah, and how about Jeff Merck as well, too? He's already up 4 places, slicing and dicing his way up through the field there on the back there of Sean. Trying to apply some pressure. We get a caution.
First caution of the race, presented by Surf Pro out onto the racetrack. And we got a car spun around. It's Dean Gagliano in the number 18 machine, spun there in the corner. Oh, and he still hits the wall coming down on the bottom of the apron. This happens at turn number 1 and 2. And this will trigger our first caution of the race. Look at Gagliano's car. Damage on the passenger side, maybe even the front. Whoa! Jeffrey Johnson's crashed as well.
Whoa.
What in the world? The 33 car.
Yeah, he just towed.
Here's a replay for what happened to the 18 and the 33. Here's the 33 first. He had already crashed after the caution came out. Yeah, look, watch this.
Bang. Oh, who was that?
Oh, wow.
45.
The 45, Matt Cherry. Matt Cherry into Johnson. Wow, talk about a secondary accident, if you will. No, look at it.
Oh, it's 18.
Wow, Gagliano.
Yeah.
Wow. We just saw the end of what happened to Gagliano, but that's where it started. And look at the impact. So many cars into the wall. A multi-car crash, if you will. Watch it again on the replay.
Oh. I wonder if there was contact there, Wes. Oh, he's already getting loose. Yeah. And he's trying desperately to save it. And then, of course, bang, comes down. That's where he connects with the 45.
Boy, big trouble there in the early going. Then nowhere for Johnson as he slams into Cherry's car. The 33 into the 45. Under the caution flag here at Dover. Just getting started. We need to pause quickly for station identification. If you're listening on the radio, this is the NASRA Cup Series on CRN.
This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent. We hope you enjoy today's broadcast.
Caution out here, the early going, 10 laps in. Welcome back to Dover MotorSpeedway. Yellow flag for a multi-car accident going into turn number 1 and 2 involving Dean Gagliano, Matt Cherry, Jeffrey Johnson. Host of other cars either collected as well, coming out of the pit lane for service. And we will get ready to go back to green first. Surf Pro caution will wrap up. Hey, by the way, don't forget, the C.O.P.S Truck Series is in action Friday night. Make sure you plan to join us on Friday at 9 Eastern. Jim Cunningham, Jacob Reeves, Dean Hopkins, Friday night trucks.
I'll be joining you on the Friday night one, this Friday.
Cool. Dean and Jacob are working it Friday night. So
Cody's in pit road, which I'm curious about because I did something on race control message said Cody had a moment on the, I think it might be on the formation lap or something like that, but he's down in pit lane.
Oh, wow.
He's been in there for some time. He's just come out there, but he spent about 24 seconds down there at the moment. We still have Dean down there. We've got Ben Scarlin down there on the damage clock for the 88. We'll see what happens to the rest of some damage done out, and they're lucky to get that caution on the board. Of course, we're going to go to green flag racing in a second there, Wesley. So now they're going to start going.
Need to do it again. Back it away. Tristan Bruce with another great launch on the restart. Williams, Merck, and Garrett right there in tow. Watch Ballesteros and Johnson working their way back into the top 5 as down to the inside. Here comes Merck. Jeff Merck setting his sights on Bruce.
Yeah, no teammates in this series, mate, but my friend,
Nope.
so Pookie Jr., they say, called T. Bruce and Pookie himself. No camera, unfortunately, for Jeff Merck. I did send him a message saying, where's your camera? Because, it's always fun to watch Jeff Merck. We do have cameras on the other drivers, but up the inside here, they're going to be allowing enough space to get the job done. You could see T. Bruce wants to still defend. It's bringing Sean Garrett back into play at the moment with Trevor. And they're starting to drop off a few of those drivers at the back there.
Notice the sparks on the rear end of the car. We got trouble. Garrett's in the wall. Number 3, hard to the outside, safer barrier, and it now turns into the pack. 4 truck cars involved. Matt Garrett and a host of others collected in this one.
Yeah, we saw that in the background. That was a hard look in the fence.
Unbelievable. And it started with the number 3, Matthew Garrett. Watch this again.
He's
What if
already
Clapper
losing
got
it.
into him?
He's
No, he already
losing
lost it.
Yeah.
Already lost it. Yep.
Bang.
What a hit.
And then secondary hit for 2 drivers. It looks like maybe 3, 4 backs up.
Yeah, about 4 cars got collected by being innocent bystanders among what happened to the Matt Garrett car. Watch this again. You're on replay.
It's down the inside apron area, wasn't it? And then he to start losing control there.
Man, what a hit.
I'm not quite sure who the secondary cars were.
The 11, the 47. Alzewski got collected. The 47, I think, got a piece of it. Chase Albright, I believe, got a piece of it. Robert Walton, maybe, as well. Watch this again. There it is.
Ooh.
That was on board with Alzewski.
Yep.
Wow, what a hit. Man.
Well, we're under another caution, a second caution for tonight. I think it's time for us, obviously, to step away for a second there and thank some of our sponsors there, Wesley.
Yeah, another pro caution, and it has been yellow flag 2 here at Dover. We take a break. We're back in a moment.
Are you ready?
For Murph's Magical Creations. Home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's Magical Creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
Instant replays of all of tonight's broadcasts are presented by Pulse Poppers. Couple of cautions in the early going as we head to the lap 20 mark of this race. Thanks for joining us. Thanks, Mal Cooper. Mal Cooper cheering on Go Big Green.
Remember, we'll go to lap 30 to complete our first stage. Under green, that's what the SG means. We're staying green in stage 2 as well. Presented by Glasgow.
All the races, actually. The only time that the caution will come out is if there's an accident on course. If not, we stay green. Here they come, back under the green flag. Florida Cabinet Distributors. Cup Series of NASRA back away on the Echo Park on the motive restart zone. And Watch them rumble down to the third turn. It is Bruce and Burke picking right up where they left off at the Xfinity car.
Oh, getting a bit argy-bargy back here at the moment around Drew Ballesteros, Jackson Wade, and Josh Rodriguez. Jonathan Caulfield's just behind them, actually, believe it or not, Wesley. Another Caulfield special. He's up 15 places in this race, slicing and dicing his way through the field. Look at the sparks, too. That's the
Dover Motor Speedway, a fun place. It's a mile concrete oval. 9 degrees to bank in on the straightaways, 24 degrees in the corners. 48-foot straightaways and 58 feet in the corners with.
And here comes Pookie.
A monster. They call it Miles the Monster is now Pookie. Jeff Burke on the inside and Bruce for the lead of the Ziegler 23.
Gets a little
sideways, Burke. And look at Garrett on the bottom. Going to go 3 wide for the lead. Well, he couldn't shut the door. Got to reset. Try again.
Yep.
On board with Bruce, now in the lead for high limit. Burke right behind him. Jeff Burke. Sean Garrett. Trevor Williams, Randy Nichols, top 5. There they go. Right back into the corner. And there goes Matthew Garrett. Randy Nichols, you're on board with him now. He's into the top 5 and 5th right now on the racetrack.
This is bumpy as well, too. As he mentioned, Randy, Mr. Well, we're going to get a name Randy. He's got Ryan Johnson, from Wisconsin. He said the cheese state up there. But what we're going to call Randy, we'd give him Mr. Mr. Smooth Up, Mr. Iceman or something like that, because he's ice cool, barely any emotions. The opposite, let's say, to Jeff Merck when he's driving.
I call him the bearded wonder of NASRA, remember? Nichols, right. Yeah, the bearded wonder.
Because Caulfield's looking to wake his way up. He's in
Every time I see a picture or video, I just want to scratch my face. I just start itching. I'm like, how does your face not itch?
So here we go. Sean back up into P2, fighting his way there with Jeff Merck. Oh, gets a little loose out of the corner. He's going to tuck it back into the line, which he will. He's going to go too much down the inside apron there at the moment. This is some fantastic racing before we go to stage 1, Wes.
Yeah, under 5 remaining in the opening stage. And right now, again, heading into that second stage, presented by the Glass Mechanics stage 2, and it will be caution, no cautions. We stay green. Remember, the top 10 at the end of the stage will get awarded points, and that'll happen here in about 3 laps. It's Clapper.
Oh,
Clapper going at it with Rodriguez, and they're into the wall. So much for staying green at the end of stage 1. Justin Clapper, Rodriguez, and others get collected. Caution out. Third one here at the end of stage 1.
Yeah, we saw it too, didn't we? I don't know if it's just me. I'm sorry, Justin, if I had to put the camera on you at the time. I always point the camera at where the closest action is generally going to be. And unfortunately, you can saw his reaction at the moment. He probably said a few choice words out there, Wesley, whilst he was doing that. But luckily, we don't have that relayed over the broadcast.
Yeah, he certainly is hot. Watch this again. Clapper and Rodriguez battling of the top 10. Watch it one more time.
Contact
the
there.
54 Ballesteros. Oh, yeah. There it is. Yeah, boy, and he didn't lift. T-boned him all the way down the back straightaway here at Dover. And then some more cars get collected. Looks like the 19 might have got a piece of it.
So it was Rodriguez that got into him, wasn't it? Essentially, yeah. Rodriguez is just...
Watch this again.
Yeah.
From another angle, look at this. Yeah, there it is. A Clapper. Here goes Rodriguez. Another car gets collected right about here. Yeah, the 19 machine got a hit.
So they'll have to head down to pit
That
road.
was Roger
on the
Diebold, by the way.
damage
Roger
clock.
Diebold, the 19.
Yeah, they actually.
That's right,
down in
because
the
there's
pit
no
road.
fast repair. No fast repair in this series. Obviously, you got to take time to go on the DVP, the damaged vehicle policy clock, to take time to fix. And when they come down the front straightaway this time by, it will be Tristan Bruce being the Stage 1 winner.
Yes, sir.
Listen to that engine.
I know, he's got it. I don't know if he's just trying to save gasoline or something. It's very quiet. Oh, it's just under the pace car speed.
Yeah. So Tristan Bruce, Sean Garrett, Jeff Burke, Trevor Williams, Randy Nichols. Top 5, Johnson Cofield, Wade Ballesteros, and Tiffany is the way they will finish as they'll come down to the line. Stage 1 completed.
And he's led almost every lap, you'd
Yes.
have to say, for T. Bruce. 31 of those laps, essentially. Well, I don't think
30 laps
Jeff Merck,
completed.
Yeah, Jeff Merck didn't get ahead of him at all, did he? Enough to be passed, classified as the overtake. See if you could grab T. Bruce for a bit of a chin wag to him whilst we're...
Well, there's one to go on the pace car.
Yeah.
There's one to go on the pace car right now, Dean. So we'll wait. Lights off for the pace car. Tristan Bruce again winning stage number 1. And remember, this will take us into Glass Mechanics stage 2, as we were already planning to go into stage 2 under green. However, the caution came out. Three cautions in the first 30 laps of this one. Here they come. Pace car. It's getting ready to drop onto the pit lane, back to the Echo Park restart zone. Here comes the virtual thundering herd. Ready to roll. Green flag, NASRA Cup Series. And you are on board for Glass Mechanics stage number 2 in no time. Glass Mechanics stage 2 will be 40 laps. It'll take us to the halfway mark of the race as Bruce is sideways. And notice again, Dean, nobody pitted at the end of the first stage for the front runners.
No. Not at all. They elected that they're okay. Remember, it's 100% fuel capacity on that one, so it's only really tires if you wanted to change them. For now, you could go pretty deep into this stage break, I would imagine, on that tank. And 3 sets of tires, probably. I'm not sure if that's 3 over the wall with the set you're going to start the race with. If not, it'll be 2 over the wall with the set you start the race with.
Usually it's 1 set that they qualified pickup session on, and then two in the pits. As we see Ziegler, number 7, it's Bruce up high. Dominant scoring has him as a 23. His car is 7.
I should change
So
that.
that is, of course, and Bruce, picture number next week.
I don't know if Merck's thinking about going on the outside just there, but you see T. Bruce shut the door on him. You got to keep on Randy as well, too. He's starting to make some gains through. He's up 6 places. He's side by side there with Sean Garnett on the outside number 8 there. Trevor Williams following closely behind them. Always never count out. Whoa, contact into the fence for Sean.
Garrett, Sean Garrett. Matthew Garrett, Daddy had problems. Now Sean Garrett in the pen. And somehow he still stays in forward momentum. We stay green. You know he's got damage, though, because he's falling back, though, Dean. Big trouble on the 8 car.
He's falling like the Tom Petty song, isn't it? Wesley. Oh, he's fallen even further, actually, than the infield. He's struggling right now with damage on that car. He's going down the pit road. He's got her.
Up break, number 8, Budweiser entering in a shower of sparks. Then Garrett, both Garrett. Sean Garrett and Matthew Garrett, both with bad luck and going behind the wall. There's Diebold, by the way. Roger Diebold Remember, he got a little piece of the accident a moment ago on the back stretch with Clapper and Rodriguez. He still continues to fight. Here's the 19, the JBL Studio. Number 19 Toyota.
That's not a bad comeback there at the moment, though, too, Wesley, because he did go get down on lap 29, and he was in there for about 54 seconds in pit road, so he might have chewed out a little bit of damage on that car. Could still continue to have some damage, but for now, it's not making him too slow. Just looked like it just looked like having a pit road. It looked like he was going for a second, but that's just an internet connection. Jeff Burke and the tiny horse, Ryan Johnson. Now, we've seen these two go for a two finale. Hopefully, over many seasons here on the NASRA 360 Racing Network.
Ryan Johnson, there he is.
He's always got a smile on
Jeff
his face,
Burke,
doesn't
there
he?
it is. Yes, sir. Love it.
I wonder if he's got a smile on his face sometimes when, if he gets turned into a fence. It might be the only time he gets a smile on his face.
Mal Cooper cheering on Big Green. I'm Nixie, says, let's go, Bo Tiffany. I got $450 on you to win. Wow, we're gambling on NASRA now. And Damian Neeson says, we all bet on Bo. He's long running.
Yeah, he's Bo.
Strategy form.
10th at the moment. Anybody can win this race at the moment. As long as you're on the lead lap in the last lap of the race, there's a possibility. I'd say anywhere from P15 up to P1 can win a race. We've seen it before, haven't we? Big accidents, cars upside down, flying over the catch fence across the line, and somebody coming back as far as P15 sometimes in the past I have seen win races. I'm sure you have too, Wesley.
I know we haven't ran in the last close to a month or so for the NASRA Cup Series, but we've been treated to some great races so far this year. Jeff Burke on pit road. Jeff Burke.
He's retired.
Did he leave?
Yes, he did. Wes. Unless he towed.
Wow. Jeff Burke is out of it.
That's interesting.
What happened to him? What happened to the 60?
Maybe he's got some technical issue or something like that that he needs to resolve. Wesley. Anyway. It's showing him as out yet or still down in pit road. I'm not seeing any activity there. He's out of this race. Okay, that Roger Diebold coming back through the field there, Wes. This is obviously, I'd have to say tyres, because he's pitted on lap 29. Remember, a lot of these drivers around him currently at the moment have not been down the pit road, so Roger Diebold making advantage of that. And Brandon Broadfoot is in P5, and he's slicing his way
Jeff Burke, and Jeff Burke joined us in the booth. Jeff, what happened to the 60? Why are you out, my friend?
I have a championship race over in another series tonight, so for $600, so I have to go run that. So I wanted to give as many points as I could before I had to leave. So.
Gotcha. Wow. Well, you were certainly showing your strengths before you left, no doubt.
Yeah, sorry. I hated it. I was hoping the off week and all these other weeks would have worked out together, but it didn't.
If Justin would have just took off one more week, right?
Yeah, if Justin would just took off one more week, I would have had it work.
So, Jeff,
fortunately,
yeah, you're right. I was just going to say, if you win that one, what are you buying Dawn?
A trip to Panama.
I'm over to Australia.
It's already paid for. Yeah, I'll send her to Australia. Let you put up with her for a bit.
There you go.
She'll take your racing rig. She'll take her racing rig away from you, mate, and you won't be.
I don't know if you can. It's a tough time in our country, Jeff. I don't know if you can ship that iRacing rig to Australia with the tariffs and all that. You know.
Yeah, it would be expensive for sure.
Well, brother, good luck in the other race. Thanks, and we'll see you next week.
All right, guys. Thanks.
Charlotte is where we'll be next week. Charlotte, Atlanta, all coming up. That's the weapon of the defending champion, Jeff Burke. We just grabbed a word with him.
I'll tell you what, yeah, Wes. These
drivers, that explains it.
Yeah. These drivers like Randy, T. Bruce there, Ryan Johnson, Coalfield, they're doing pretty good here, battling with these drivers who've got fresh boots, but we do have a caution on the speedway. few cars. That's Clapper involved as well.
Pushing out. Justin Clapper again caught up in it. Wow. Clapper, Hudgens down below the apron. There's Justin Clapper. You can see him shaking his head in disgust here. Another pole spomper instant replay coming up while we're at a yellow flag here in Class Mechanic Stage 2. Here's a replay. There's Hudgens and Clapper. Oh, boy. Wow. You know what? That looked like shades of what happened to Clapper and Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Except it's the other way around this time, Dean. Wow.
Just we're doing this at quarter speed. Bounces into the fence. Yeah, slight little I thought there might have been a little bit of net code in that one there, Wes, but that was a slight bit of contact into the rear of the 47. They both go around. Oh. And then the 26 goes hard into him.
By the way, my apologies. He was referring to Bo Condon. My bad. We have a guy named Bo Tiffany, obviously, and they call him Bo also. Number 35, Bo Tiffany. But he's talking about Bo Condon in the number 25 machine in the 24th place right now. So I'm sorry, guys, to hurt your feelings. Bo Condon is multiple laps down right now. Yeah, he's struggling.
Thanks for letting us know about that one. There he is.
And here comes Sky's pitting. Well, yeah, there he is. 3 laps down. 3 laps down. There it is. Flat out sim racing, number 25.
I've seen better days too, you have to say, on that right-hand side there, which come up to the fence. What's interesting at the moment there, Wes, is that T. Bruce has stayed out. Joshua Stuss is now into P4. He stayed out. Brandon Broadfoot and Huck did stay out, but they went down to pit road on lap 29 and lap 16 between those two. So they they're good to go. But the rest of the field of all's coming out. Randy will come back out in P5 with Ryan Johnson and Caulfield after those pit stops. So they'll be look out for them after this restart, because you'd imagine on some fresh boots, they took a 15-second pit stop, most of them, so they would have taken tyres. They will be ready to slice and dice their way through the field. So, but I'd say you want T-Bruce for holding on.
Since we're under the caution,
yes,
for the first time tonight, let's grab the Stage 1 winner and bring in High Limit Motorsports driver Tristan Bruce before we come back to green and get his thoughts on the subject. Tristan, it's the Booth Buddy. How you doing in Denver? Stage 1 winner.
It's good. I think I should ask for EOL. It's gonna be bad.
You gonna what now?
Did everyone take tires?
Yes, majority of them.
I think so. Yeah, I think so, man. I think yeah, they did.
This is gonna be bad.
Why didn't you pit yet? What's wrong with you?
Well, we can make it to the next stage, I believe, on fuel, right? And
right.
I mean, what if we want that, extra tire super late? I don't know, I didn't expect everyone to take tires, so even though we really need them, I need tires, but we can make it to the next stage, I believe, even though it's not under caution. But I'll see what it's like for a lap or two and just maybe let people by. We'll see what happens.
The equivalent of bringing a knife to a gunfight, Dean. We're about to see it happen here with our buddy Tristan Bruce. Hopefully he can hold on. Thanks for your time, Ben.
Yeah, thank you.
There you go.
Well, he did all right, Wesley, in the initial, attack from some of those drivers that went down there on lap 29, for example, Brandon Broadfoot stuff. But they had to slice their way through the traffic. Yeah.
And the best thing he did right there was just get away from him on a restart. That's exactly what he did. But now you're going to see what happens when you got new tires. They're going to run him down. Watch this. Here it comes.
That's if they don't go to another caution there, Wes.
Unless they take each other out. If we're 3 and 4 wide for a minute. Oh, baby. I mean, if they would have wrecked, that would have been perfectly in favor of what Tristan needed.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen.
It's also Joshua Susker staying out as well too. Hasn't even pit down to pit road, so he's falling through the field. He's down to P15 currently at the moment, just struggling to keep that car, out of the fence at the moment. And there it is. There's Randy. He's now hunting down that gap that T. Bruce had from the race start. Brandon Broadfoot's also getting under a bit of pressure as well. He's dropped back to P7 now, but his tyres are a little bit more fresher per se because he went on lap 29 there, Wes. But there you go. T-Bruce is getting out of there. He's opening up. He realises he's under massive attack, and he's just lifting there and allowing everybody through, which is a fair thing to do.
And listen, there's under 15 to go, 13 to go in stage 2, presented by the Glass Mechanic. If you could just stay in line, find a way to get in a draft, if you will, and just stay in a rhythm, you'll get some stage points, and obviously it's your stage 1 winner. As now Blue Light racing number 38, Ryan Johnson, the C.O.P.S Toyota, is down to the lead over Cofield. But here comes Cofield. He's got Ballesteros to his inside with 12 to go in stage 2.
Yeah, Cofield up 22 as well, too. Absolutely mastermind at working his way through the field here at the Magic Mile. Doing a solid job. Drew up 2 places as well. These drivers have all got the fresh boots there on the lap 52 that they went down. 12 to go in stage 2, Wes.
By the way, don't forget about the endurance race from Watkins Glen next Tuesday night. And we're getting closer to Thanksgiving. And Thanksgiving week, we are going to have the Kings of Talladega. All those flyer details coming soon. As right now, we've worked our way off turn 4. 10 laps to go in stage 2 here at Dover.
Yeah, exactly. We'll get those flyers up after the end of the stage. Well, we're staying green at the end of the stage break, so it's not just going to give us a break.
That's right.
We'll get a chance on
That's
the
a
next
good
caution
thing, right?
to show that. Yeah, exactly. Well, because considering that their racing's so good at the moment there, Wesley, some good wheel-to-wheel hard racing, some little mixtures of strategies. Yeah, T. Bruce, look at that. He's dropped back at the moment there at P12, Wes, but he's going to save, as he said, those set of boots. It could come in handy later in this race.
Cars dropping down to the inside. There you see the 10. Starting to make a run around the racetrack. That's the driver in the top 15, the Trotter. And there's Muzzy Mongold. Mongold's got Broadfoot to his outside. What a battle there.
Working on Drew, and I think he just got the job done. So next up on his list is the tiny horse of Ryan Johnson. He wants to 7 to go, steal stage 2 away from the man from Wisconsin.
NASRA Xfinity Series champion, the cheesehead from Salem, Wisconsin. It is, of course, Johnson. Right now up in the top spot, Jonathan Cofield, the NASRA DSR Truck Series Monday night champion. And there's Jackson Wade. And that 96 machine. Look at the top 5. Under 5 to go this time by when they come to the line. 5 laps remaining in stage 2. Remember, as Dean said, we'll end Glass Mechanics stage 2 unless there's not an organic caution on its own naturally. We will move in to the 3rd and final stage of the race. We're also quickly approaching halfway here, Dean.
Love it. A lot less cautions than what we had on Monday night. Yeah, so you can have to say hats off to the gentlemen. But let's not jinx it just yet because we still have half a race to go, as you mentioned, 84 laps.
Monday night we had the Ames Lawn and Landscaping All-Star Race 200 at Martinsville. We had 29 cautions in a 200-lap race. 29 cautions ties the record of a 29 caution race for NASRA at Bristol back in 2023. So, yeah. Right now, these guys are doing great as we end stage 2. Jonathan Cofield, the man out of Mumford, Alabama, War Eagle. He's an Auburn fan. They fired the Auburn football coach, Hugh Freeze. So it's been kind of a dismal, sad moments for the Tigers this year. Cofield don't even want to talk about it. He's making his own wins, trying to run down Johnson for the lead. As they come to the line, it'll be 1 to go in Glass Mechanics stage 2. Dean coming off 4.
Yeah, if I was Ryan, I would be a little scared to know that Jonathan Cofield's form of late has been absolutely amazing, especially the fact that he's 23 positions up in this race at the moment. He wants to make it 24 with 1 to go to get the stage 2 win. But Ryan Johnson, he's as I said, series champion before in the past. But here we go. How much defending can he do? Coldfield up on the inside.
And remember, they race to the end of the stage. 1 to go. Coldfield side by side. Here they come to the line. Johnson holds him off. He'll win stage 2. And we race to 80 remaining, 5 to halfway.
Yeah, good defensive there.
What
Jonathan,
a battle.
He chucked everything. The kitchen sink, the cats and dogs, the kids, the RV, everything. And good defending there from Ryan Johnson. He says, not on my watch. I'm getting stage 2. And it's in the books there for the Tony Horse.
By the way, number 6, Josh Rodriguez chiming in. He said, I hit the wall and it broke the steering immediately.
Ooh.
Rodriguez is out. A lot of cars out. We started with close to 40. And we're now down to the 3rd and final stage of the race and closing in on halfway in less than 40 minutes time. How about that? They're rocking and rolling tonight here at the Munster Mile, Dean.
Yep, absolutely. That's what we got some good racing here at the Cup Series. That's because they had a stern talking to, didn't they, from Justin in the earlier on. He was letting them know that we're not going to have any shenanigans here tonight. He's after that 3-week break. He needed it. He got it. And I think Justin at the moment, pending this race continues in this form that we're having, should have a smile on his face to know that that stern talking to the drivers has paid off.
If you remember Wesley's birthday bash on October 1st was caution field in Phoenix. And Kansas the following week wasn't no different, and they said, we're gonna put a stop to this. We're not gonna continue down this road. And obviously, after about a 3-week hiatus, they come back tonight here to Dover, doing a great job. Charlotte, Atlanta, New Hampshire, all on the way. The months of November and December to start.
They just had to slice and dice their way through a ton of traffic in the back there. You can see a lot of the back markers that they're getting through. You can see the difference in speed and pace as well. Remember, these back markers don't just have to move out of the way like blue flag conditions that they have in road courses. You got to work your way around them, and the drivers are doing it. But this is when it gets dangerous territory for anybody out there, because if you're even if you lead, if something goes wrong, bang, you're in the fence.
And right now, we continue to watch these guys work their way around the racetrack. Oh, man. Look at this battle. Coors Light 15, Peyton Johnson, not related to Ryan Johnson, might I add. Going at it on the inside. What a battle there. I believe that's the 34 car he was contending with, but here comes another one. On board with Kevin Edwards. Here's the Daytona winner for Ruthless Racing, Dean.
Yep.
Which feels like it's 2 months ago. It was 2 months ago when he won the race.
Kevin Edwards has got that racing picture. It looks like he's one of those. It looks like he's a NASCAR Cup racer, doesn't he? Like that. He's got the right photo, big smile on his face. Should have a smile on his face. He's up 23 places in this race as well, too. It's only Peyton Johnson in P5 that's up higher places at the moment, up 27. So panned out okay for these pit stop strategies for these drivers.
Remember, the season started. On September the 17th at Daytona. And then they ran the 24th at Michigan. My birthday, October 1st at Phoenix. And then they ran at Watkins. Yeah, it was Watkins Glen. Kansas, my apologies. And then they ran Kansas on October the 8th. Since October the 8th, it's November the 5th. They've got racing close to 3 months. We're halfway home. We got 70 to go. Here in stage 3, and a finally good, solid green flag run underway, like the way it looked when we started the opening start of the race here tonight.
Heading in turn 1 for our race leader. Coldfield's still keeping him honest at the moment between Ryan Johnson and Coldfield. We have 100% fuel capacity there, Wes. So they came in on lap 52. How far will they go? Well, I'll tell you one thing, how far they can go. They can do, on a set of tank, 82 laps, because believe it or not, T. Bruce still has not gone down to pit road. So that goes to show you how much gasoline
In
you
fact,
can put in
let's
these
pick
cars.
let's pick up Tristan Bruce. As you mentioned, he won stage 1, and right now there he is racing alongside Dan Hagan for 16th and 17th spot, and he has not pitted it yet. He's got 83 laps this time by on a set of tires and a tank of fuel. And there was no idea of knowing.
Yeah, he could,
when
absolutely.
He will come down to pit road.
Come down to pit road right now. I wonder if he's just waiting for a caution.
I think that's what he's waiting for. I don't know if he's going to get it.
But if he gets down to pit road, he gasses up. Everybody else, if there's a caution in this race, might jump down there, put some boots on there, and top up. He'll be good to jump everybody in pit road. Problem is, can he afford to go a lap or so down? How many laps would you go down if you go on a green flag pit stop there, Liz, and put boots on? And a full
You're
tank?
going to at least put yourself in a 2-lap down hole here at Dover if you come down the pit road on a green flag.
But-
You're easily looking at putting yourself 2 laps down.
And you got to allow yourself some time there. Wes too. I mean, if you do okay, he could probably make up a lap himself, maybe, because it'll be super quick and he's got the pace, you know, for a fact. But then, and then maybe another lap under when the other drivers pit. So that's a possibility currently at the moment. You got to be thinking about it. You don't want to wait too late into the race to start doing it, Wes, if you're going to do a strategy like
If
that.
you're looking at the scoring ticker, you see Anthony Harden. You look at the scoring ticker on your bottom left, you can see that, like, man, there's a lot of cars that are either out of this race or many, many laps down, man. We literally had some attrition. Scanlon, Knott, Alzuski, Condon, Garrett, Albright, Hudson, Gagliano, Clapper, Garrett, Rodriguez, Merck, Cherry, Johnson, Corner, all these guys, multiple laps down or out of the race. Honestly, that really trimmed the fat very quickly if we got midway into stage 2 here, Dean.
See, Anthony's starting to put some pressure on the inside there. Buzzy's doing a solid drive at the moment. He's up 6 places in the P13. Not unlucky for some, for him. But he's trying to hold up Anthony. Goes up high in the fence there. Anthony's on the inside to play some pressure. That's the Australian colours car there. Green and gold for Anthony.
The Fuzz loves Anthony Harden. Okay. The Fuzz, somebody love you. Anthony Harden, somebody love you. The Fuzz.
Randy as well, putting some pressure. You got to remember, Randy's a multiple race winner as well too, Wes. So, you know, he's already locked into the playoffs.
He is, yes.
And he just says bye-bye to Drew.
Bye-bye, baby. 60 to go. Halfway home, by the way, in this race. 80 laps completed. 90 laps completed, excuse me. 60 to go. And all the while, Ryan Johnson is leading the way over Cofield. There is...
See, Bruce is in. Finally.
Jonathan Cofield, and there goes Bruce on pit road. Block him up.
Yeah, this is a strategy now. So put those fresh boots on. He's got those boots. Remember, he hasn't used anything. He hasn't been down to pit road. He hasn't seen his team. His team's packed up. They've already left the trailer. They're off to the next track. They're like, oh, we didn't think you're coming down, T-Bruce.
Look at how slow he's already on pit road.
Yeah.
All right, he's already about to lose a lap. Look at the leaders. Here he comes. There's a lap down right there. Boom. Look at that.
And he's just getting these box now. Mind you, he got
Boy,
the second
it is
box.
a gamble to come down on the pit lane and hit under green flag. This is not a strategy, Tristan Bruce. I bet you if he wishes he could do it over, he would change it.
He's not the only one. Sauce is coming down as well too. Huck Wigington. So that's interesting for that. But yeah, let's hope he'd be hoping to go down. Whoa! Just in front at the moment. Ryan Johnson. Sorry.
Here's my only take of this here, Dean. Maybe Tristan and his spotters and Joshua Suss and them, they believe that we're going to have a long green flag stop of this race. And they anticipate the leaders coming down pit road. And that's the only way that they think they can get back in the game. By the way, I told you, Tristan Bruce back on track, 2 laps down.
Yeah. He's here currently at the moment. But we'll keep an eye on his lap times because he's going to put some banker lap times out there. He's got fresh tyres. All these drivers have been out there. Look at that. There's a damaged car.
He's going to fly now. He's going to fly. He's going to fly now.
Who's that car that's damaged? It's got past.
A little bit of damages on the front nose. Not much, though, for Tristan Bruce.
Peyton's in. We're seeing green flag pit stops from some of the other drivers.
There you go.
So that's going to be another
you.
place he's going to get it back. What's going to happen to the rest? Remember, too, Wes, all these drivers went down on pit road on lap 52. Now, we know that 90-something laps that you can get out of a tank of gas, because that was proven before by T. Bruce. So can these drivers go to the end? Ryan Johnson, Jonathan Caulfield, Randy, Drew, Kevin Edwards, all that. Surely they can have enough gas to go to the end if they filled up completely, if they topped up completely under that pit stop. There's a lot of ifs.
A lot of ifs. A lot of things can happen. Here comes Ryan Johnson. He's leading, by the way. Lead changes four cautions only in this race so far. And this is the longest stretch of the race so far we're watching, too. A lot of drivers. Last time they pitted, last lap 52.
That's right. There's no way of knowing, is there? When this race
There is no idea of knowing.
I'm behind the mic here at the moment, Wesley, because I'm in front of the mic. So we're all here.
Yeah, so your torture for everybody is heard tonight.
This is when I'm tame, you see. This is when you don't hear me.
This is the stuff that we hear in the background, people.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about, Wesley.
Yes.
So it's calmed itself down. A lot of the drivers are on the track. There's your track map up in the top right-hand corner at the moment. You can just see dots in the air. It's just like a Christmas tree, isn't it? Christmas lights around a Christmas tree at the moment. And so they're just navigating their way through the field. Let's have a look at some of those lap times, Wesley. That should give us a bit of an indication of what those drivers that come down in those fresh boots are currently doing now.
Doing a great job.
Else. Oh, who is it that they're just getting past? Who is the one car that's missing on front fender?
Heading to under 50 laps to go. This is, again, the longest green flag stretch of the race. And we are going to start seeing green flag pit stops. A matter of when. There's Chase Albright. He got crashed earlier. The 49 collision of Burlington entry. Who's going to be in 49 North Collision Victory Lane in post-race coming up later tonight.
Yeah, when are these leaders going to come down? If they're going to come down, Ryan Johnson is still leading currently at the moment.
Come down, they
He's
have
doing,
to.
Well, what? They don't have to. 52 of 100 on lap 52. They came down on 150. They can go 80 laps on a half a tank.
Just I don't know. Part of me feels like the tires are going to start going away. When the tires go away, those cars are going to start getting really aggravated. They're going to get really tight, really loose. Depends on the setup, the handling that these guys picked. And we're going to see these guys getting squirmy. Watch this again. There's Alzuski, y'all aboard at 10. On the bottom. Battles to 77. That's Anthony Hard on the gas and avoids contact with Shane Trotter.
Caution.
And there is the caution. There's your yellow flag. We were talking about it. Caution. Justin Clapper has wrecked. No, Brandon Broadfoot. His car looks just like Justin Clapper with the Mania Club on the hood. But it's Brandon Broadfoot from Chico, California.
This changes
caution
everything.
out for the double deuce. What did I tell you, Ding? Handling goes away. These cars. Look at that right there. Look at that. Look at how it just broke and snapped. Jackson Wade was there, but he didn't get into him. He just lost it when he come off the corner.
So that means now those drivers that came down under those green flag pit stops earlier are going to get their laps back. You're right. That's the risk you stay by staying
I
out.
might want to
too.
see that again. Let's go on board with Jackson Wade, Dean. Let's go on board with the 96. I'm wondering if he got to him. Watch this again.
I think you might be right, Wes.
No, he did.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, look, Broadfoot put himself in that predicament. He was already way high coming out of turn 2. The car was sideways. And then, Jackson Wade just said, I'm going to give you a little push. Here comes everybody onto the pit lane.
Everybody except those
Tristan
drivers
Bruce.
that came down before. Peyton Johnson would stay
You're
out,
right.
I would say. T. Bruce will definitely stay out.
So here's what's
Shane.
going to happen.
Yep.
The leaders pitted, Dean. These guys are going to stay in front of the pace or behind the pace car. And when they get the one to go indication, they're going to go for the wave around. This will put 1, 2, 3, 4 cars back on the lead lap. Lachinsky could get a lap back. Suss could get a lap back. Huggington could if they all decide to go for the wave around. But we can tell you, Roger Diebold, Peyton Johnson, Tristan Bruce, Shane Trotter will all get their lap back when they get the one to go here at the wave around here, Dean, when they come to the line.
Exactly. Which is what they'll need. They won't be in that track position ahead of them, but they will be at least on the same lap. That's going to be important for them. And, of course, another caution could potentially bring them into play as well. They haven't, their tyres, I mean, you've got to look at it. T. Bruce went down on lap 90, so...
You see them bypassing them, see it?
Yes.
They're bypassing the pace car. This is what we call the wave around. If people are new to racing, you don't know what's going on. Anybody a lap down that did not come to the pit lane or multiple laps down, if you don't come to the pit after the leaders do, you can take the wave around, which means you get one of your laps back. That's exactly what these guys have done. And how about this thing? I wouldn't count Tristan Bruce out. He's right back in the saddle again. Here we go back to green.
Yep, had some serious pace too, as well at the start of the race. As you saw, he was stage 1 winner. Stage 2 winner was this man leading the race currently at the moment, Ryan Johnson. Don't count out any of these drivers at the moment. Caulfield as well too. He wants to get another race win. Quickly looking at that
now remember,
schedule.
You go to the tail end of the field. Yeah, next week we're going to go to Charlotte. We're at Dover tonight, Charlotte next week. Atlanta, New Hampshire, all on the way. Remember, all those drivers that took the wave around, they're back on the lead lap, but they got to go to the tail end of the longest line, meaning they're on the lead lap, but they're at the tail of the field. You see them all starting to poke into view now. Back to green. 42 to go here at Dover. Back underway. Man, how about this? Put yourself right back in the dog seat again. In the catbird seat, if you will.
Randy manages to squeeze past Caulfield. Caulfield wants this one back now.
By the way, time and scoring is updated. Tristan Bruce was 2 laps down. He got 1 of those laps back on the wave around. 1. He's still a lap down. Roger Diebold is the free pass car. If a caution was to come out again, Diebold in 19. And there's Trevor Williams. What a run for him in the top 5.
Yeah, he's been consistently up around the front here all night long there, Wes.
I believe with Nichols.
Yep.
And look at this 5-car breakaway from Edwards in 7, the Daytona winner, back in September.
There's nothing between them. Not at all. Jackson Wade further back in the field here. There's with Buzzy and Robert. And just behind them, further back, you got Diebold, remember, in an early collision. He's fighting. He's got T. Bruce just behind him. They're trying to slice and dice their way up through the field as quickly as possible there, Wes. They are currently about 26 odd seconds away from the race leaders down the road.
We need to pause for 10 seconds of station identification on CRN. Stand by.
This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
Back after almost a month hiatus, the NASRA Cup Series, presented by Florida Cabinet Distributors, is at the Monster Mile, the concrete mile that is Dover Motor Speedway, for the next round of the season number 2. Welcome back to our broadcast coverage, whether you're listening on the radio or watching on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. Along with producer, color analyst Dean Hopton, I'm Wesley Outland, and we have had a dandy of a race. It's been very interesting tonight at Dover. We've been treated to a good one. The audience has as well, Dean.
Yeah, thank you, everybody, and make sure you hit that like and subscribe button if you have. Well, if you're not subscribed already, please do, and hit the thumbs up if you've been enjoying this race, because it has been a bit of a cracker, and it ain't over yet. We've still got 34 laps to go. And there's your battle, the top 5 of these drivers, and about 1 second and change down the road, you've got Edwards, but they're going for a tooth and nail at the moment. As Caulfield's dropped back into P4 currently at the moment, Drew and Ryan up the front.
And what a job for the driver of now Johnson, Ryan Johnson. Here's Ballesteros. What a strong run for him. He's in second. He's got Trevor Williams right behind him in 17. And Cofield is right there in the tire track also, along with Nichols, as the top 5 have pulled away by almost 2 seconds on the other drivers coming off of turn 4.
It's one of those drivers that took those alternative pit stops there. They're going to have to now be praying for a safety car to bring them back into play here. As with 31 laps to go, they're not going to make the infields on this top 5. What we need now, Wes, is a bit of rain. Get them to get in the pit road there. Put some wet weather tires on. I'm just so used to that in the endurance races. Speaking of course, well, in endurance races and GD3s and stuff like that, don't forget, that's coming up next week as well too. We resume back there, and we'll go to the Glen, upstate New York City, and we'll be in these super fast, fun GD3, almost road cars, just a little bit slightly more modified than the garage there, Wes, but hey, they possibilities. I'm not sure. I didn't find out whether or not they can do wet weather, but you can if they do have it switched on. There's a possibility of rain. Well, that really spices things up. I can tell you that. Wet weather models that they added in iracing late last year, I think it was absolutely fantastic. You get puddles, Wesley, on the track, and you get wet conditions on some tracks where it's raining on one side of the track and it's dry on the other. Just like real life conditions. Absolutely fantastic. Very difficult for drivers, but entertaining to watch. Oh,
yeah, y'all did a race. Wow, the 47. Hodgins really off the pace. There's all right as well. Now, you and Jacob did a race last Wednesday, as a matter of fact, at Daytona.
Yeah,
the
Tuesday,
road course, and it was you did a race where it was on the weather elements, and it was raining, and there was mud puddles.
Yeah.
All in the water spots, all on the track in Daytona on the road course.
Oh, it's so difficult for the drivers, especially a lot of in that series. Some of those drivers had just purchased a car on the track and they've done it before. So I think they did a solid job for that. There's difficult conditions. You can see a few of the drivers getting loosey-goosey out the rear at the moment. Here's Randy just down the background at Caulfield, putting some pressure there on Drew. This is when Caulfield starts to make his way up. He realises, okay, 26 to go. Bit of saving tyres, you'd have to say, a little early. So he has the tyre underneath him to put the challenge at the end of the race. That's when you need it. That's when you need it to get overtake. And of course, if you end up on that inside apron there, Wes, you want to have that grip so you don't throw yourself straight into the car on the right-hand side and then bin it into the fence.
Jonathan Cofield trying to get around Ballesteros. There's the 54 sideways. Well, look at him. Look at him fight the car. Boy, that 54 was wicked loose a moment ago. And Cofield backed away. I think he thought it was going to come out from under him. Under 25 to go, by the way.
Don't forget he's got Randy on the outside there. So he's trying to battle up the road there. That's the problem, too. You're so focused at attacking that car. And it looks like Steven might have got around. We might have a caution coming out. I'm not quite sure what's happened to Steve. He's on the inside. Don't think this guy up there it is. It's called now.
Steven Lashinsky in trouble in the 99 Munster Jam car. The Munster Jam Ford Mustang in trouble.
Ooh.
And Lashinsky will put us under yellow. Here's a replay. Oh, my goodness. He had a hit. Watch this. Oh, man. Is that the 10? Yes, it is. That's the number 10 car that he bounced off of. We mentioned that driver earlier of Shane Trotter. Look at that. Trotter into the 99. Wow. Oh, boy. And then Garrett got hit again in the 8. One more look at it. No, that was Broadfoot. My apologies. That was Brandon Broadfoot in the 22. Broadfoot in 22. I think I said the 8. Watch it one more time. It happened so fast. Like, it just, look at that. Wow.
That's his night over, too. That thing is.
Oh, yeah. Broadfoot's done. Chico, California's Brandon Broadfoot. He's out. All right. Anybody coming out of the pit lane?
Well, T. Bruce is.
You're hoping? Wow, he is.
Sus is as well.
Well, this is going to take away his.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I think he got around somebody to get back on the lead lap. We'll see here in a minute. I'm going to see when it updates timing and scoring. Nope, he's still a lap down. He's still a lap down.
I think he's just gambling anything at this point. Oh, Edwards? No. I think he's just gambling at this point to put some fresh tyres on, just hope that there's a couple more cautions in this race. This is only the 6th caution that we've had so far. And a few lead changes at the moment, 4 of them to be correct. But now we have essentially a 20-lap shootout there, Wesley, or maybe a 19-lap shootout. So that'll be very, very interesting. I mean, he'll have the tyres under him. Himself there, Joshua Suss. A few of the other drivers went to pit road. So, but they'll have the tyres, but they won't have the time.
We mentioned some events coming up. We're going to show you the flyers next Tuesday night. Make sure you join Jacob Reeves, myself, and Dean for the Florida Cabinet Distributors Endurance Race. And there it is, those IMSA WeatherTech Daytona GTD Pro cars, the prototype cars, and they will be racing at Watkins Glen next Tuesday night. Make sure you make your plans to join us. That'll be next Tuesday night, November 11th, and that'll be at 9 Eastern. And then getting ready for the big one that was rescheduled. And then getting ready for the big one that was rescheduled back in October. It is the November 23rd to the 29th. The King of Talladega. Get signed up. I know they got entries. And they're expecting a big one. I know they was going to do it in October. They made the decision to reschedule it to the holiday because they didn't want to conflict with other schedules with the NASRA other NASRA schedules. So it worked out for everybody to come together and say, let's do it on Thanksgiving week.
Yeah.
There you go. So not only are you going to be gobbling down some Happy Turkey Murder Day and cranberry sauce and stuffing, you're also going to be checking out some awesome racing on Thanksgiving week. Green flag! Ladies and gentlemen, in trouble restart through Tiffany! Jonathan Cofield! They crash in the restart zone, coming back to the green!
Well, there goes Cofield's shot at winning this one, my friend.
Back racing again and wrecking again. Caution out! Unbelievable. Here's a replay.
Where do we start on that one? I mean, Who gets
Oh
in
boy,
the
it looks like Tiffany.
Check
No.
up.
Ballesteros got fishtailed, spun the tires.
Yep.
And then Cofield and Bo Tiffany. Oh, man. And you notice as soon as the base car is on pit road and the lights are off, the lights come back on. Watch again. Son of a...
Yeah.
There you go. Yep. And there's the lights on the base car back on.
So, I mean, it's an interesting one to say. Who would be essentially at fault, because you got.
I would say Ballesteros is at fault. He spun the tires.
Yeah, we'll see if we can go on board.
Ballesteros spun the tires. He spun the tires.
We'll go back and have a look at that one. With Drew,
Wow.
and we'll ride on board. We'll have a listen. All right. Let's just have. I'll remove that so we can see the revs.
This is on board.
Yep.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah,
Wow.
the rear end was slipping out. That's why you had to adjust. You're right, Wes. Nothing gets by you, Wes.
And then he said, "Oh my goodness, I took him out from behind."
So that unfortunately now puts Caulfield still on the lead lap. He has come back out, so believe it or not, there's Caulfield. Is he getting the wave around? No. Oh, it's not the wave around.
Johnson just got the wave around. He got the free pass.
Yeah.
Peyton Johnson with the free pass. He's back on the lead lap. The wave around will not work unless the leaders come down to the pit lane, and they have not. So it's kind of like a damned if you do and damned if you don't right now. Peyton Johnson is the first car a lap down. Tristan Bruce is a lap down.
No, he's on the lead lap. No, sorry.
He's a lap down. He's a lap down. Peyton Johnson was the first car a lap down. He got the free pass. The leaders are not coming on pit road, so the wave around is not being used. If the leaders did come down pit road, then Tristan could go for the wave around and then try to get a lap back. But it's not going to happen. The leaders are up on the front. 1 to go now. So the only guy that's licking his chops, saying, "Hey, I'm back in the game," is Peyton Johnson.
Yeah, exactly. So we will be getting ready to go green. I was going to see if we could switch over to do that, but we have our you forgot about our 20 to go there. Our Premier Racing Setups 20 to go.
I did. I was actually going to say it, and then all hell broke loose on the restart. So real quickly, thanks again to Premier Racing.
Yeah, there we go, Wes.
Premier Racing Setups 20 to go. We appreciate them. Don't forget to mention NASRA and checkout, and you get 20% off on your order. Another amount goes back into NASRA's pocket. They appreciate it. You'll appreciate the discount. Premier Racing Setups. By the way, we're under 20 to go, but normally it's the Premier Racing Setups 20 to go. So, ready to come back to green? Not done yet.
Oh, so.
As by the way, they'll come back to the restart zone. 15 laps remaining. Back to it again at Dover. Now, Tristan Bruce is on the tail end of the lead lap, the first car lap down. The caution wants to come out. He will get the free pass and go back on the lead lap.
That's what I'd be hoping for at the moment to come back of this one. 15 to go. Make that 14, Wes. And Trevor Williams in the lead of this race for the first time, of course. He's been up the front here with the tiny horse hunting down.
By the way, quick reminder, if you are a car that's a lap down and you're eligible for the free pass, but you're involved in a caution, it revokes and you do not get the free pass. That's something you got to think about. Under 15 remaining. Look at the battle now for the lead. Look at Trevor Williams and the gun dog in a dogfight with Johnson. Taking the lead, the 17 in front in 3 and 4. He's up there.
Oh, we have another caution.
And there's the caution. Caution out. Trouble on the racetrack.
It's T. Bruce.
Oh, no.
And somebody else, I think, as well, too. there.
driver that was going to be eligible for the free pass. He's part of the caution. He doesn't get it. Oh, no. Did I jinx him, Dean, or did I jinx him?
Oh, no, it's somebody up the road. So
Look at
it's
this.
6 and 39.
But he's collected in it. But he got collected in it. Yeah, there it is. So
There
he got
we go.
collected in it. Oh, man. Son of a biscuit.
So just looking at who's the 6. It's Josh
That's
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez. Yeah, it's Rodriguez. Who, by the way, been involved in many cautions tonight already.
Oh, wait.
Watch this again. Wow.
No, he gets collected by.
He bounced off of another car. What car was that? The Alltel? Is that the 39 of Hagen? I think it is. Dane Hagen?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Dane Hagen. Yeah, I ain't seen a damn Alltel sponsor on a car since Ryan Newman used to race back in the early 2000s.
Oh, he goes
Look
into
at
the
this.
fence. Yeah. And he comes down, he tags Tiffany.
Tiffany's okay. Tiffany's okay.
Yeah,
He's all
and
right.
and then he tags
Rodriguez, right rear
Rodriguez,
hook.
and then he tags that.
Oh!
It's like a magnet, and then T. Bruce gets into that as well too.
Ben
So.
Scanlon, by the way, Tristan
Yeah.
Bruce, and others going around. My God, wow. Stephen Lachinsky just barely got through it. All right, well, so much for Tristan Bruce getting back on the lead lap. He cannot because he was part of the caution. So nobody will get the free pass that time. Null and void. That's heartbreaking, right? I mean, you literally know all you got to do is get yourself back in this, and man, caution comes out and you're part of it.
Well, Peyton Johnson does. He's the one that got. He's now the one.
Well, Peyton Johnson got a free pass earlier. Yeah, he did. Yeah, and another guy got a
he
free
went down
pass.
to pit road at lap 95, so he's been
Yeah,
out there
it
for
works.
some time.
It works.
So Trevor Williams gets a little bit more time to try to hold off that charging Tiny Horse and Randy Nichols. And you got the rest of the field there. So these are all drivers, are all even Stevens. They all went down on pit lap 105 or 106. So they're fine. They're all, as I said, they're all evens on fuel. They all took tires as well too on that last pit stop. So they've only been down to pit lane twice, Wes. So they've got an extra set of tires if they need it. But at this point, you would tend to go, you want to pick up the track position.
The lights are off on the pace car. Williams and Johnson on the front row with Nichols and Ballesteros. Burleson. How about Tony Burleson, man? What a run for him. Daytona winner. Edwards is up now for Ruthless Racing in the top 3. Mongold and Hardin, Diebold and Wade all in the top 10, ladies and gentlemen. 9 laps to go. Pace car onto the pit lane here at the Munster Mile. Who else is Miles the Munster going to chop up on the concrete? Echo Park restart zone. 9 to go here in Dover. Hey, I'll tell you what. You could just see the attrition, if you will. Started with close to 40 cars, and we're down to half the field maybe back left. That's it.
Oh, Randy.
Need to go. Need to go.
Johnson. Here comes Edwards up on the inside of Drew. Drew him in the inside there of Randy Nichols there, Wes. Battling it out for the final podium position.
Tristan Bruce, first car on the lap down. Caution was to come out and not involve him again. Trying again. He will get the free pass. Johnson and Williams battle for the win, for the lead. Nichols watches on. Man, what a show they're putting on here. It's not done yet.
Up high goes Randy, right up in the fence here. Much speed scrubbed out of the corner there. But he should get straight line speed down the back stretch, the front stretch. We another caution, Wes.
Austin, yellow is out. Bruce, please tell me you're not a part of it.
That's Roger.
I don't think he is.
I think it's Roger.
Roger Diebold in trouble in 19. And because of that, Tristan Bruce will now get back on the lead lap.
Oh.
Took a little time. There's Diebold into the 12 of Mongold. Caution out for the JBL.com 19. Look at Tristan Bruce down on the bottom of the racetrack. He's playing awesome. He is back in the game. Tristan Bruce back on the lead lap.
Yeah, a little bumper car action there too, isn't it? And he took a.
You'll see the 7 right about now pop into view. There he is.
Yep.
You see him, and he says, "I'm getting away from you. I want no part of this." Oh, and by the way, back of the lead lap, will the leaders come down to the pit lane? That's the question. I think position's more important than bidding right now.
Absolutely, Wes. You're going to have... Well, I come think of it, Jackson Wade comes down. Now, do remember... Well, they're not going to be... Shouldn't be that short on fuel, considering they went down on lap 106 and 100% fuel. Pending that they put enough fuel in it too. Some drivers just like to put it just enough to get you to the end of the race. That way you'll have a little bit more speed, Wes. But at the same time, you got to take in probably put a few extra laps in, because you do have to take in consideration, Wes, we can go to a green right checkers. If we go to green right checkers, then you're burning off extra fuel.
Unlimited attempts. By the way, unlimited attempts at a green white checker if need be too.
Time, I think, for our last.
By the way, you saw Tristan Bruce go by. There he goes. Yep. Tristan Bruce flying down the backstretch. He bypassed the pace car. We take a break. We're going to the finish. When we come back from Dover, stay with us. It's under 5 to go.
Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantle, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime.
Back here in Dover, it is go time. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to wrap up our 9th Surf Pro caution, and we are getting ready to try to go back for a restart before overtime. I want to emphasize on this, we're still on the regular scheduled distance. It'll be a green-white checker coming up. They're getting ready to come to the line. This will be lap number 148. If they do have a caution before the white flag, then we will set up overtime. Back to green, ready to settle it here in Dover. Williams, Johnson, side by side. Nichols and Ballesteros trying to get in the fight as they work the back straightaway, Dean.
Yeah, Tiny Horse isn't messing around. I don't think it's probably the best start there from Trevor Williams. Might have got caught napping off the line a little bit, so he's got massive pressure there from Tiny Horse Ramp. Just got a nose ahead of him, and he has actually cleared him.
White flag. White flag. Darren, Steve Talon, Shine, 1 to go. By the way, Nichols trying to get up there. Randy Nichols has won the last 2 races. He's trying to pound the momentum.
Oh.
He's got Williams up high. Nichols is second. Johnson's gonna win. All of this battling for second causes chaos at the line, and Johnson's gonna win in Dover. Trevor Williams has got to be a mad hornet right now.
Yep.
And Randy Nichols just stepped in a bee's nest. No, boy.
Just ask what happened there. And we'll go back and have a look at
What
it in a minute.
a crazy finish, by the way. Scheduled for 150 laps. It is 150 laps. We did not have an overtime. But celebrate Ryan Johnson. Boy, and his patented virtual iRacing trademark celebration. Look out, Ricky Bobby. He's going to drive in reverse around the racetrack. Ryan Johnson from Salem, Wisconsin. And Randy Nichols, is he gonna toy with him?
Yeah,
Look at this!
like
Look at
is,
this!
isn't it?
Oh. How frustrated right now, Dean, do you think Trevor Williams is at the 69? Unbelievable. He took him out of the podium for that matter. Trevor Williams ended up finishing 8th. And look at this. Watch it one more time. Error foul, Dean. What do you think?
Hard to say, isn't it? Like, have a look at this.
This is the white flag.
Yep.
That's Ballesteros. There goes Nichols on the outside. Nichols gets a big run, and here we go.
There's the contact.
There's the left rear shot. Williams.
What's amazing?
Boy.
He's still saved it. Still saved it.
He
Dropped him in
doesn't
back
save
in
it, but he
the
lost a
P8.
lot of spots.
Yeah. And then have a look at that little push and shove at the end there as well.
Wow.
Edwards.
Edwards and another car getting together there at the celebration at Post. Nonetheless, Ryan Johnson is going to burn it down. Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Johnson will now become the 4th different winner this year in the NASRA Cup Series. He joins the list of Randy Nichols with 2 and Matt Cherry and Kevin Edwards with wins at Daytona and Michigan. And here's a look at the results here tonight on the 213simware.com 150. Ryan Johnson picking up the win. Randy Nichols 2nd, Kevin Edwards 3rd. How only fitting, by the way. Drivers that have won the race, by the way, right there in 2nd and 3rd. Kevin Edwards and Randy Nichols, just missing Matt Cherry. Drew Ballesteros, Bo Tiffany with a top 5. Cofield, Harden, Williams, Burleson, Mongold, all in the top 10, Dean, when the checkered flag waved here tonight at Dover. Wow.
Absolutely. And then you've got the rest of the field there. You've got Robert Walton, Brandon New, Roger Diebold, Peyton Johnson. T. Bruce ends up finishing the P15th position on the lead lap, of course, too. Jackson Wade, Joshua Suss. Then you go into the drivers for the lap down. As you can see on your screen there, Joshua Suss 1 lap down, 3 for Huck Willington. And Ben Scanlon, Cody Knott, Stevie, Dave, Shane, Double B, and these are some of the retirements as well, too. Chase Albright, and there's further through the field there. Wes.
Multiple cars behind the top 20, a lap down, crashed out, or more, including, obviously, Broadfoot, Albright, Hudgens, Alzewski, Rodriguez for Nighthawks, several times involved in accidents, multiple 50, 60 laps down. Same with Bo Condon, another night for the DNQ Racing 25 for the audience that was cheering him on. Sean Garrett, Matthew Garrett, both of those father-son team struggle. Dean Gagliano, Justin Clapper, Jeff Burke, by the way. Jeff was looking really, really good in the race, but he had to leave because he had another commitment to a championship finale, and he's in the run for the title. So that's why he left, bolted early. Jeff Burke finishing 34th. Matt Cherry back in the 35th position. Rest of the rundown finds the drivers of Jeffrey Johnson and Joshua Corner. I don't think he started the race. So, and when it's all said and done, what a fun one here tonight. No doubt about it. About an hour and a half, not even an hour and a half. And it was a treat for sure watching this one, no doubt. So, when it's said and done, the checker flag flies, and it again is going to be the driver of Ryan Johnson picking up the win. Got to wonder if there's going to be some frustration there with Trevor Williams and Randy Nichols. Again, crazy last lap. You saw the replay of it. And coming up, the Victory 49 Victory Lane, 49 North Collision Victory Lane, located in Burlington. And we will speak to Johnson, Nichols, and Edwards. Stay with us. We're back from Dover next.
Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantel, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime.
Welcome back to the NASRA Cup Series presented by Florida Cabinet Distributors. It is time for the 49 North Collision post-race interviews. By the way, thanks to them in Burlington sponsoring. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, audience. Your take of tonight's events here. What is your take of the race, how it ended? James Jackson chiming in. He says, you got to love the impartial announcer crew. Well, we try to be impartial. It was a crazy finish, though, Dean, but when it's all said and done, Ryan Johnson picking up the win. But what a battle behind them for the finish. When it was said and done, we grab now the thoughts of the Daytona winner, Kevin Edwards for Ruthless Racing, started it was up 27 spots, started in 30th. Your take of this race, finishing on the podium, and it was a pretty wild one there on that last lap, Kevin. You about even ate the inside safer barrier on the cool-down lap.
Yeah, it just kind of ended up there, you know. I felt like I had a decent car all night and was really doing a good job just hanging around and saving tire, honestly, and third place kind of just fell into my lap right there on the last lap. The whole race was awesome. I felt like we had a lot of green flag runs and moments where everybody was racing each other super clean. We didn't have a lot of cautions all night, and it was just a good race all around. I didn't practice too much, and you know that kind of showed with my qualifying effort. But by the end of the race, I kind of just figured out running right around that apron all the way around, was doing a good job saving tire and ended up being pretty quick on the long runs. And luckily we had enough of those that I was able to gain positions by doing that. So it was a great race by all the guys, great race for myself. And I'll take some of these points. I haven't been up front since Daytona, gotten kind of wrecked out of a few races. So it's good to have a good solid run and bringing home P3.
I'll tell you what, Edwards, we're watching on the monitor the move on the last lap between Williams and Nichols, and we'll get thoughts of Nichols here in a minute. By the way, two-time winner. What was the view in your cockpit light of that when they were coming down to obviously take the checkered flag heading into 3?
Yeah, I kind of just saw some shuffling trying to get down to the bottom. I couldn't really tell, you know, who was clear or whatever. I mean, these guys are going, trying to get the best position they can, you know. So
sure.
I didn't really see too much. I just knew that the car that went to the bottom. I don't know who that was. I think it was Mr. Williams. But I saw him down there. I knew he's obviously going to wash back up the track, and so I wanted to make sure that I was on the bottom line. That way, if anybody got collected, they were going to go above me, and then I would have a lane there. And that's kind of what happened. All things considered, I felt like he did a pretty good job getting out of our way and not taking out the whole top 5. So It was definitely a crazy finish. I do want to apologize to Jackson Wade on the restart. Prior to that, I kind of got tied out of 4, and there might have been some net code. I'll talk to him about that, but I felt bad that I put him up in the wall. The game gave him a meatball, so that's unfortunate for his run tonight. I felt bad about that, but other than that, didn't have any run-ins with anybody. Just kept it clean all night, and it was a good race. But thank you to the guys in the booth. Glad to be talking to you guys again. Thank you to all the sponsors, and congratulations to Ryan.
We are Ruthless, and the Ruthless Racing at number 7, the Daytona winner from Hollister, California. Kevin Edwards, his Chevrolet will finish in the number 3 position. Let's grab Randy Nichols, and the Cintas Uniforms Toyota Camry will finish in the number 2 position after winning back-to-back races at Phoenix and Kansas. Been a little hiatus. Nothing wrong with Silver, but Randy, it wasn't easy. You had to fight for that last lap, man. Tell us about it. I kind of question if you heard anything from Trevor Williams yet.
Yeah, I apologize because I did not mean to get into him like that, and he actually said that he thinks it was his fault. But I mean, to be fair, I mean, like he's trying to block for P2 and
lap.
Yeah, I mean, it's the last lap. I tried to dive to the inside, and it just became together. I feel bad. I mean, I love racing with Trevor. He races hard, but he's always really clean, and he's really fast. So, I mean, yeah, it was an incident, and I hate that for him. But yeah, it definitely wasn't intentional. But yeah, I mean, I bought the farm off of Moore coming to the checker, though. Yeah, that was interesting.
Tell you what, obviously you've already got wins this year, but you know this car. It seemed like it was definitely aggravating to drive tonight. Would you agree, or was it just the track itself? As we see the replay of the bump there, of the finish, and obviously holding off Ballesteros and Edwards and Tiffany and everybody coming at you there at the end there. So yeah, you're taking the car.
Honestly, I love this car. Like, I love this track. I love this car with the high horsepower, low downforce. It is so much fun to drive. And, you know, again, like this, it's what makes this car and the next gen car, or the Gen 4 car, so much fun to drive, because you have to wheel it. It's not one of those like you just aero block and you know, you're racing at the speed of smell. Like it's fun. Like you feel like you're hauling ass around here, because you are. And I mean, you're turning 9,000 RPM going off into 1 and 3. It's just so much fun. And you know, I'm surprised that luckily this season the racing has been pretty atrocious at times, but with how clean it was tonight and the long green flag runs that we did have, I mean, it was like, man, like it was so much fun tonight. Like finishing second, you know, having the battles that we had, you know, you really had to set up a guy to pass him. It was well worth finishing second. I mean, hell, I could have finished 5th and would have been happy with tonight, but it was a good race.
Obviously, you know, please thank this and thanking your sponsors also, but you're a little more free to race, right? Be more competitive because you've already got that 1 win plus 2 another win. You got 2 wins on top of your credit this year. Like, you know, does that give you a little more freedom to say, okay, I can test this, or I can try to test these limits with the car, to maybe, you know, other times you're kind of playing it safe, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not entirely sure how the playoff structure works. Maybe I need to kind of deep dive a little bit more to see if I can build a point advantage that gets me to like the, you know, deeper into the playoffs and everything. So it's like you don't want to throw away too much by trying to get that win. But I mean, obviously, you know, this is a money league, so obviously you can kind of stack, you know, your earnings and everything that way too. So that kind of plays a factor in it. But I mean, definitely, I was going all out right there at the end. I tried to save a little bit on that. What was it, like just after 50 to go? We had that caution, and I kind of wanted to save a little bit because I knew the top 4 right there, the top 3, were going to kind of be driving it pretty hard, and it paid off, I think. But those last handful of cautions definitely kind of was the final nail in the coffin for me to not be able to get past P1 tonight.
All right, buddy. Before we let you go, please thank your sponsors. We appreciate it, Randy.
Definitely. I mean, Cintas, they gave me a job and a paycheck to keep doing this sort of thing, but definitely, Florida Cabinet Distributors for, sponsoring this deal and for you guys putting it on. Shout out to my girlfriend. She's feeling really sick tonight, but she's still tuned in to watch. We finished second there, so she's a real trooper for that. And then my dad and everybody else that tunes in to watch this every week.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There's the thoughts of Randy Nichols. He's already got himself 2 wins this year, kind of another runner-up finish here tonight after the finish at Dover in the 213simware.com 150. Let's go down to Victory Lane. It's presented by 49 North Collision Center, and joining us from Taz Motorsports, Salem, Wisconsin, a former champion of what? The trucks, C.O.P.S, champion of Xfinity, you name it. And now a winner in the NASRA Cup Series. Congratulations, Ryan Johnson. Ryan, it was not easy. This race, very eventful, but the C.O.P.S Toyota stayed in good form. I don't think you got a scratch anywhere on the race car. Congratulations. You're the 4th different winner in 5 races this season in the NASRA Cup Series.
Oh, yeah, man. Pretty early in the race, I figured out being in traffic it made the car pretty tight, aero-wise. So a little later in the race, we had the opportunity and we got up to the lead. And from that point on, I really didn't want to let it go. So I was trying to do everything I could to get up there and stay up front from that point on. Fortunately, we led a lot of the race. The long green flags we had tonight were awesome. That's what I look for. I have so much fun doing that, trying to manage your tires. You're racing around people. Sometimes you're passing, you're getting past, and it's just a whole lot of management. Unfortunately, cautions always bite me. And on one of those restarts, that's when I had spun the tires. I screwed up, lost the lead, but somehow we were able to make it up on that last one. I think Trevor might have spun his tires a little bit or even redlined. I think it was in 3rd gear because I started pulling back on him, and I was able to keep to his outside in 1 and 2. It was balls to the wall there at the end. And I was like, if I can keep my nose here, I think I got a shot. And yeah, somehow it happened. I really don't know what the difference was on that restart, but we got it.
Ryan, I'll tell you what, man. What's your take of this series and obviously running with it? I know you've ran NASRA for other leagues for a number of years. Have you really found a niche with these Cup cars and running the NASRA Cup, do you feel?
The Cup cars overall are pretty fun. I know I ran a couple, I think maybe like 2 races last season. I think I was filling in. I mean, it was a lot of fun. I think if we can clean it up just a little bit. I mean, we had I think a big drop in cautions this week versus the first races. But I think if we could clean it up a little more, I think it'd be honestly one of the best. It's a lot of fun to race a lot of these guys in here. I know a lot of these guys. It's a lot of history. And I know a ton of them are really good, clean racers and a lot of fun to race against. So I really enjoy it when it's good. But yeah, I think if we could clean it up a little bit, I think it'd be, top tier.
Well, Ryan, before we let you go, man, please thank your sponsors. Congratulations on becoming, again, the 4th different winner in 5 races. And obviously, we haven't raced in about a 3-week hiatus, but you get right back and get into victory lane, and hope to see you back here again soon, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. I just got to thank Brady, all the admins, NASRA putting this on, Justin White for this league or this series specifically. All he does for it. You guys up in the booth for broadcasting, Josh Suss and my Blue Lights teammates, sorry. Our sponsors for the team, Merce Magical Creations, Concerns of Police Survivors, Starbase 1552 Comics, Florida Cabinet Distributors, Cofield Asphalt Refinishing, Cofield Supply and Service, all the drivers and everyone tuning in and watching.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's the man right there. Obviously, started in the number 6 position. He got up to the front and survived all the craziness when he got around Tristan Bruce to take the lead. Never looked back. Salem, Wisconsin, Ryan Johnson is in 49 North Collision Victory Lane. Big thanks to them in Burlington, North Carolina. We appreciate them sponsoring Victory Lane with the Florida Cabinet Distributors NASRA Cup Series. And there's all the other associate and partners on the top right flashing on the screen. We thank them all. Surf Pro, Premier Racing Setups, you name it. And Bigglestein-Hopton, there's a look at the schedule. Next week, we go to Charlotte. That'll be a fun one. Obviously, don't forget that NASRA C.O.P.S Truck Series are in action this Friday night. Jacob Reeves and Dean Hopton on the call. That will be at Kansas Speedway. Look out, Toto. Kansas on the 1.5 mile this upcoming Friday night. Next Monday night, the NASRA DSR Electric Truck Series continues Season 6. They'll be in action at the Iowa Speedway in the cornfields of the Midwest of iRacing on Monday. Tuesday, the Endurance Challenge will be at Watkins Glen, the iRacing Endurance Program. Thanks to Florida Cabinet Distributors, the Endurance Race at Watkins Glen. That'll be the GTD Pro cars, part of the IMSA WeatherTech brand. They'll be there on Tuesday night. We'll broadcast that one next Wednesday. NASRA Cup Series will be at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And don't forget about the Kings of Talladega all around the corner. November the 23rd to the 29th, North American Sim Racing Association.com. If you'd like to know more details and information. Dean, always a pleasure, buddy. Good to see the NASRA Cup Series back in form again. Your final take of this race, and we'll get ready for Charlotte next week.
Yeah, absolute cracker there, Wes. Absolute cracker of a race. It's good to see, and I'm sure Justin, very big thank you to him after the well-deserved break. I mean, the break that he needed, and of course we're back with some fantastic racing action, and absolutely GG's to the racing drivers. Of course, didn't pan out for everybody, a few retirements, but that's just the way motor racing goes. Wesley.
A fun one indeed from Munster Country with Miles the Munster at Dover to the virtual Queen City at Charlotte next Wednesday night for the NASRA Cup Series. Thank you again for joining us. As always, thanks to Justin White with the NASRA Cup Series presented by Florida Cabinet Distributors. For everybody at NASRA, including Brady LaBeouf and Cody Knott. For Bigglestein-Hopton on production and color commentary, this is Wesley Outland congratulating Ryan Johnson, the winner tonight at Dover Motor Speedway. He takes the 213 Simware 150, tames Miles the Munster, and becomes the 4th winner in 5 races. That's why he's burning it down with 2-time winner Randy Nichols. Enjoy the rest of your week. We'll see you next Wednesday.